Welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Capricorn weekly money and career reading from November 10th to the 16th, 2025. Capricorns, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Capricorn's weekly money and career, November 10th to the 16th, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout, on the hear out for the magic word. If you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comments section. And be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of November. So grab your best headphones, earbuds for better sound, and let's get started. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we need to know? What are the messages here for this upcoming week for Capricorn money and career? November 10th to the 16th. What are the messages? What do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Money and career. Capricorn money and career. What are the messages we need to know for this upcoming week in money and career? Okay. Capricorn, let's see what we got. Eight of Wands, the Hermit, Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the Star card, Hierophant, Queen of Wands, the Emperor, King of Wands, and the Empress. Very interesting. These two energies here. All of these energies are you, but very powerful. Very, very powerful. So suddenly, there's sudden movement here or sudden communication. They're calling you. They're giving you the information. There's suddenly a flow of information, and it's happening suddenly, quite rapidly. There's a rapid movement here. And so whenever you're getting this information or this sudden information or a sudden movement, it's making you reflect. Okay, is this really the right timing? Is this really for me? It's giving you anxiety. So is this something that's close to your heart that you really want to move forward on or not? Is this something that you really want to do? You've been waiting for this. You've been waiting very patiently for the fruits of your labor, considering what went wrong, considering, the people that didn't have your back, or that deceived you, or the situation that deceived you, or that person you don't trust, or you did trust but you don't trust anymore. You have this, this anxiety is coming from something that deceived you. It feels like you're reflecting on this to figure out if this is risky or not, if there's a hidden financial risk, or is this plan the right way? Can I trust this person? Can I trust this entity, this company, this project? And it might be risky. I do feel like some of these people are in it just for money, and there might have been poor planning, or there might be poor planning there. Just make sure you back check everything. It feels like there needs to be a better strategic plan, and it needs to be more transparent. So the reason why you're rethinking this, the reason why you're taking time out of the chaos, of the competition, of this energy that has been brewing for something that it's either you're waiting for money, or you're waiting for the contract, the signature, the document, whatever you've been waiting for very patiently. Like, you put a lot of effort in this. You put a lot of, maybe even money, maybe you invested money in this, and you committed to this. However, the answer, or the result, or the callback, or the official signature, contract, whatever, or money, is taking time. And you're waiting for, it can be an agreement as well. Maybe you're waiting for an agreement. You do have the Ace of Cups, so, and the Knight of Cups, which tells me that you're moving forward on something, and you're very passionate about this. It can be something creative. It can be something, a new financial opportunity. You have joy in this. Something that you're creating, or it's your art, or it's your idea you're developing, or it's very creative, or you're going to be, or with a team, or with people, a company, or it's an environment that's very creative. And it's not just about profit for you. It's about joy and creativity, to be with the right people too. However, there is something there, or someone, or an agreement, or a negotiation, or something, conversations that are stressing you out because you don't trust. And that's why you're taking time out to assess. You're the only one with the answer. You're the only one that knows if this is profitable, if this is the right person, if you invested with the right people. Now, you do have the Six of Pentacles, which tells me that there's an exchange of money. And so money is given and received. So it can be a loan, it can be a gift, it can be the balance flow of resources. It can be financial exchange, but there's fairness in this financial exchange. So even if at one point some people, or that person, or the company, the manager, or this agreement, the person you're negotiating with, or whatever, is in it for their own gain, and all they think about money is all they think about is the profit. I do feel like with the way you're thinking this, and the way you're taking the time to think about this, you're going to come up with a fair solution, or they're going to come up with a fair solution, or you're going to get your money, get your loan, get your money back, maybe in a fair way. Or maybe you're waiting for financial help. That's a possibility as well. People around you, community, friends, maybe people coming together to help you out financially, or right with the Six of Pentacles. There is exchange of money. And then there's hope that's coming back, faith that's coming back, faith that's coming back into institutions, establishments, structuring. Are you making a deal? It's a possibility. Are you establishing something, officializing something? There's a traditional path you're going on. Again, banks, institutions, government, administration. I think this is about seeking financial advice with a very, very structured and conventional approach here with the Hierophant. So maybe you're getting a loan, officializing a contract, the signature documents, whatever it is, the green light. I do feel like there's a green light there. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Empress and Emperor. So if this is not you, but I do feel like this is you, really powering up your soul. I don't know why I'm saying that. Powering up your game, but in a way like very step by step. You're powerful in your personality, because that is most important in this deal, most important in this trade, in this subject, in this job, in this business. Your personality is playing a huge role. Your charisma is playing a huge role. And also you're doing things differently. You're being bold in your decisions, but you're confident. So even though it has taken time and you had to really think this out, this is something that you have to think out. And there might have been at one point like a financial withdrawal or reevaluation, or maybe downsizing, or wanting to do a solo career, wanting to go on a solo career path. Whatever it is, you're really reflecting before acting and before pursuing. Remember that if you're not subscribed yet, double check that if you are subscribed. Sorry, we're trying to reach 50K. We just got to 45K. Thank you so much for your support. Let's push to 50K, guys. Check if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet, click the subscribe button, or click the join button down below if you want to get a personal reading during lives. But most of all, subscribe. It's free for you, takes 1 second, doesn't cost you anything. Let's push to 50K. Capricorn, you have been, or you were, the #1 sign that, and I say that every time, that believed in this channel. You're the #1 sign that sort of popped in and was interested in this channel and made it grow in the beginning. Without you, Capricorn, this channel probably wouldn't have grown in the beginning. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Free for you. Click the subscribe button. All right. So yeah, the fact that you're reevaluating your career, that you have to take sort of a time out or withdraw financially from something, or withdraw business-wise, or maybe it's not the job that you thought it was going to be. And maybe you're saving money and, or downsizing something, or you just want, like I said, like a solo career. So there's a lot of reflection before you move forward into this new path. And it's a lot of wisdom. And for you, it's wisdom over money. And for others, it's money over wisdom. So Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Empress, Emperor, right? Being financially savvy, having the right attitude, personality, being confident in who you are once you reassessed and sort of took that time out and reflected and decided how you were going to change this path or do this differently. I think that then you're confident with your money. And then you're able to attract other resources with your personality, your creativity, your commitment, your pragmatism, right? Very organized. And then you can take on leadership. You're being very smart creatively, a very smart investor. You can take leadership and you go from the queen to the king, which tells me that you're mastering this. This is either you're an entrepreneur, you're starting your own business, or you're starting to make money from business or from a job, or you're taking on a leadership role within a job, taking on more responsibility. You have a vision. You have a real vision here, and that's why you took your time. It's innovative. You're bold. You're taking on bold decisions. You're okay to be different. You're okay to do things different, from a different point of view or in a different way. And it's creative. They're your ideas. Nurture your ideas. Continue to nurture your ideas. The money is going to come from ideas and creativity. And then you have the Emperor. I mean, my goodness. I mean, you're going through all these steps where making money from your creativity or nurturing your creativity or nurturing other people's creativity, right? To bring in that abundant mindset. Growth in assets and idea. And it's a good time to nurture all those ideas and then find that financial structure. And I feel like that's when the Hierophant comes in, where you need something traditional or a conventional financial structure or establishment to give you the green light, to give you the loan or the papers or the contracts or the signatures, whatever, right? You need that Hierophant and that Emperor, because there needs to be discipline there. There needs to be an authority in the business to get that stable income. So again, can be corporate, government, managerial role, whatever it is, it's long-term planning. And you're setting the grounds here. You're setting the grounds. It's also a moment where you're setting the grounds and you're setting boundaries. Like, you're leading and you have the ability to lead and to organize and to establish the systems for this company or within this role or within this job, within this business, right? With clarity. It has to be stable and it has to be planned. It can't be improvised. Everything needs to be planned. And that's where you come in with your commitment and your planning to stick to the facts and set boundaries. There's a real inner power here to master all the distractions, the doubts, the emotional distractions, right? To just make your decisions with that willpower, sort of like willpower meets intellect, right? Are your thoughts in service of your goals, right? That's what the question you have to ask yourself as you move into this leadership role, whether it's your business or someone else's or within a job, a corporation, a group of people, whatever it is, you are taking on leadership. Let's see what, yes, these 4 cards, I mean 5 actually, are really very powerful. And clearly you're transforming a difficult or a challenging situation into something very positive. Yep. 3 of Wands, developing, moving forward, establishing this and expanding your horizons, traveling, maybe even international. It is now moving forward. Whatever you've committed to is moving forward. Whatever you have been working on is moving forward, but with confidence, right? Expanding the business, expanding your responsibilities, expanding these ideas, trusting your vision, really anticipating positive return here. Wow, that's impressive. And the King of Cups. Wow. Balancing emotionally, right? Being mature, calm, cool, calm, collected, right? So you can make decisions in a very calm and balanced way emotionally. You're not letting your emotions run high. Look at that. And the Ace of Wands. Powerful, powerful new job or new response. You have the reins. You really have the reins, Capricorn. Amazing. I just want to grab the other deck to go towards, okay, so I'm going to put this over here, towards the Hierophant and the Emperor. Who is establishing this? Who is structuring this? Who is leading this? Yeah, so again, we have the Hermit. Is it time to do this? Do I need to shift my career for my own vision, to be able to take charge, to be able to take on more responsibility, to be able to make something official? You're taking your time, and take your time. This is, again, wisdom over money, right? Really taking your time to assess where you are in your path, how you have gotten here, and what your options are. But most of all, what you want, how you position yourself in the job, how you position yourself in your career, money-wise. But above money, it is, where do you position yourself socially, or in the hierarchy, right? What is the position you want? What is the type of leadership role that you picture, whether it's your business, whether it's another business, a corporation, a company, or whatever it is? Where do you situate yourself? And before you move forward, which you are clearly moving forward in a very, very successful way, but also in a very powerfully traditional, structured, established way. Like, you're not going to do this willy-nilly. You're not going to do this if you don't have that official contract, or that loan that comes in, or that official agreement, green light, signature, whatever it is. You're not going to do it, and it's not going to happen if it's not done in a very structured, disciplined, and committed way with that company, with that corporation. It can be government as well, doesn't matter. It can be any administration. And you're waiting. You're waiting. It can be something that you have been working on for a while, that you have been waiting on, right? Something that you had to reevaluate, had to reflect on, like that, sort of like a critical assessment of the results, right? Was this working? Or is this working with these people? Or how these systems are made? Or is this truly going to be able to move forward with what's in place right now? Very critical thinking, but I do feel like you clearly know that things have to be established in a different way, and you're taking the lead on that. Yeah, you're not disconnecting. You're disappointed in the way things were done. So are you taking on a managerial role and replacing that person that you think didn't have the power, or didn't organize or manage in a sufficient way to make this business thrive? or to find to have a healthy foundation to be able to evolve, right? Financially, but also creatively. And I do feel like you've waited a long time for things to change, or waited a long time for an answer, or waited a long time for the money, for things to move, for things to happen. And once you got an offer, or you get an offer, you're disappointed in the offer. It's not enough for you. It's not what you expected. It's not enough for you. And that's what you've been waiting for. Therefore, rethinking, reassessing, and reevaluating where you stand on your position, in your job, in your career, in your responsibilities, and then taking action on that and making a decision on that. And I do feel like your decision to either do things differently, or take on another job, or take on another role, or organize, or, you know, put in different systems if it's your business, right? You know, it's almost like, okay, well, you guys can't do it. I'm going to do it by myself, or I'm going to take the reins. So it doesn't really matter if it's your business or if you have responsibilities in a job. I feel like you're either taking the responsibilities of another person, and I don't think like it can be a promotion, but it's not. The way it happens is not a promotion. The way it happens is the other person is not sufficient for that job. In other words, they're not up to par. And so you're little by little taking on more responsibility because of your ideas, because of your systems and your planning, coordination, and your commitment. So it's almost like you sort of slide into that role not without knowing, but in a natural way. All these cards stacking up, right, one by one, coming after, you know, offers that were disappointing. So are you going on your own career, doing your own business? That's a possibility. Like, I'm going to take on the reins within this business, or I'm going to start my own business and do things in a different way. It can be either or. Because there's certainly a disappointment in the offer was made to you, or maybe you were starting to look for another job and you didn't like the offers that were out there, so you're starting your own business. That's something as well. All right, let's see what we have here. One more card on the, thank you. Yeah, you have to make a decision. Like, where am I going? What option A or option B, or what direction am I taking? Or I have to address the issues and then make my own decision. That's why you have double the Hermit. No. Let me take the other deck because this is not working here. Thank you. Yeah, and then we go back to the King of Wands, asserting yourself, and the Page, Queen, King, Ace. There we go. We have them all. So that's why I'm telling you, you're going step by step up the ranks, step by step, taking on more responsibilities. So you start, it's almost like you're in, I know I'm repeating myself, but you know, I just get the messages. So don't shoot the messenger, guys. It's like you're in a job or in a company, whatever it is. You're doing your job. Not particularly happy with it, or not particularly happy with, you know, you can't evolve, or there's no progress there, so you're frustrated there. And then you go out, or maybe you're offered a promotion but it's not interesting, or maybe you're going to search what's going on elsewhere, see if you can find another job, not interesting, and you're sort of disappointed and disconnected with that, with the offers that are out there. And then little by little within your job, so either you choose to go on your own way and start your own business, or little by little within this company, within this corporation, very established place or traditional way of doing business, right? Things need to happen. And they need someone committed, and they need someone organized, and they need someone that's not, doing things on the fly, that can plan things out, and you're the person. So it just feels like you're the person, and naturally you're sort of weaving yourself in with all your organizational skills, financially, of systems, of logistics, and ideas, and great ideas. And so, yeah, you fit the part, and you transform something that's very tricky, that's not easy, into something positive and successful. I don't think you're alone in this establishment, but I do feel like you're the key person. You're almost like the hero here. You're the key person, Capricorn. I don't know why I said Scorpio. Maybe you have Scorpio in your chart. I don't know. All right, let's see if there's one last message for the road. Remember to join membership if you want a personal tarot reading. We do tarot reading, live tarot readings every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, sometimes during the week, Mondays and Fridays, depending on my schedule. Join us, Capricorn. We would love to have you there. King of Swords. Yeah, again, the disappointment. But, I mean, so many kings and queens, so many people working there, so many powerful people, or people that want to play power, that want money, but you really have a disconnect from these power players that didn't really show up. So now it's about the truth, and it's about respect and integrity and accountability. And I do feel like you're moving forward on the facts and figuring things out, and you're not putting too much emotion in there. You're remaining extremely calm, and therefore you're able to move mountains here and really find ways to sort of put the puzzle back together and bring back stability to a place that might have been chaotic, and now you're able to be the key person to build a healthy foundation. Wow, pretty amazing reading, Capricorn. Fantastic reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for being here, for sharing your stories, your energies. Gratitude to each and every one. I want to say that the magic word is I'm the key. I'm the key. So if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, or just empowering yourself and pushing forward in positive energies, put I am the key down below in the comment section. Don't forget to be subscribed. Double check, see if you're subscribed. Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.